standing up for children with these with the complaints that have come. For India Today since day one has been relentlessly asking just one question. Why the delay in the arrest of a seer? How does it matter about what position does he have in society? With these complaints, the first thing was the police should have acted on those complaints. Mr. G.B. Patil, as we listen to activists, as we listen to petitioners as well, how do you react listening to the politicians today? You know, when the Congress MLA now says, we've been also asking for that, but the fact is Congress did not. The BJP did not, because the seer is of a certain position and is revered by many, but he's also facing accusations of sexual assault against children. The netas are quick to change their tune today.
It is very unfortunate of becoming the politician like this. They are supposed to protect the kids. They are supposed to protect the have-nots. Instead of that, yes, they are just protecting the haves. That's the very biggest mistake our politicians are doing. Whether it's a BJP or Congress or JDS, they should have taken into account. They should have come to the rescue for the girls. Because whole Karnataka is suffering just because of that. Since 8 days, all the political party have suffered, you know, because inside the citizen, he will definitely feel that these netas are not for them. They are only for to win the elections. How come? Because this is very, very bad system they have put. Very, very bad, I can say. In fact, I was just telling in the morning that Mr. Yadurappa should have felt that they are the grandchildren of him, as well as D.K. Shivkumar, as well as Mr. whoever is the concerned. They should have felt that grandchildren are suffering. It is not that whether they belong to any community.
Correct.
When they are saying that they are taking care of the nation or the state, they should take care of these people also. I'm really sorry.
You know, Basavaraj Bommai, B.S. Yadurappa, D.K. Shivkumar, also Siddaramaiah, all of them were fairly silent despite being politicians of the stature that they are in Karnataka. Brinda, at this point, you know, I'm sure every time we've had this discussion, we have said we should outrage, we do. India Today stands up, activists stand up, and then we think this perhaps will set an example, and then another case happens. What will stop such assaults against our children? At this point, how big do you think is the arrest should be seen of the chief pontiff of Sri Muruga Mutt, Shivamurthy Murugha Sharanaru?
See, this arrest or whatever he has surrendered is just one of the first steps towards the larger issue of investigation and proving and giving justice to the children. But if we are to ensure that the state machinery works in favor of the citizens who have made complaints against somebody who are powerful and influential, is for this nexus to be shattered between politicians and the state machinery like the police. Even today, 75 years down the line, the police are only listening to politicians. They are not working on behalf of the people. They listen to politicians, and if the politician says do it, they will do it. If not, they don't do it. Of course, they will give all kinds of excuses. Next, we need police reforms, because we are sitting with this for just about, I don't know, from we have the same CRPC, IPC from 1836 or something like that. Why are we not capable of having police reforms so that the police are there for the citizens of the state and this nation? When will they realize that we citizens are the paymasters and that they can't treat us like slaves? Politicians cannot be sitting there with their feudal mindsets. And if we do not bring about this change of accountability with the police,
and Brinda, you know, with an election-bound state like Karnataka is right now, netas are actually flocking the door of the seer, and we also know how important the Lingayat vote bank is in the state of Karnataka. In fact, it is one of the most powerful communities, as many would say, with regard to the vote bank. And whether it's Congress or the BJP, all of them do flock to even the top seers. I do have a question for Ganesh Prasadia, because you're a petitioner. Ganesh, what made you think that this was a case that you had to approach the court for? That this was not something that you could just speak about, outrage about and let it go, because it is a petition in the court like yours that has eventually led to so much of, whether it's discussion or campaigns, and of course managing to eventually have an arrest as well and police acting on that.
See, I believe that initially we prepared the draft on yesterday night. So while preparing the draft, we were in the presumption that he should have been arrested a long time back. when the FIR was registered. As a practice, it is any matter of Pocso or any rape case, charges are being made, they immediately take the custody of the accused and get him medically examined in compliance of 53A of CRPC, and make sure that all the clothes and everything has been seized, and is there any kind of markings or is there any kind of sign of any kind of assault or anything in such nature. But whereas in this case it was a delay, and there was high delay in the matter, and we were in a confused manner why the investigation has not been going in a proper manner. So we decided and we thought, okay, let us put out before the Honorable High Court and see whether a letter petition of our nature would be considered, and a pill will be registered, and they will take up and monitor the said matter. Would give us more of a win of a fair and free trial. As an advocate, everyone believes that an investigation should never be tampered or no witnesses should be taken. And as an officer of the law, we always abide by the law. But when there is such kind of non-compliances of the law, it hurts, and it shows that there might be some ambiguity in the matter. So that moved us to
absolutely,
file
and
this petition.
in this case, why was the Seer immediately at least not questioned? At least not have been questioned extensively to ensure that at least the children feel that there is some action that has been taken. Remember, for kids to come out and stand by their statements as well of sexual assault against them, imagine their courage right now.